Why does it never just load the thing when you go live, huh? You have to refresh all the page. Takes a long time to do that. Okay, so we're live with Fear the Timeloop Prologue. It's not necessarily the most adept for the controller, but you know, we're going to try and play it on controller. It literally says doesn't work on controller, but you know, we need to try. Actual news footage.
You are found innocent.
Innocent of a crime. So you have 15 minutes to play the game over and over again, trying to escape the time in a Resident Evil-y, old school style sort of way. Seems interesting. This is just a prologue, it's a demo, but thank you for the developers for the demo key. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, actual footage. Going down some stairs. Prepare to fall down the stairs. Okay, then we got 15 minutes to not fall down the stairs or something. But we have an hour of the demo or something, it says, you know. So we probably won't be able to complete anything because, you know, the way that the game's set up and the demo's set up, but maybe we can try. So we literally are stuck in a 15-minute time loop over and over again. Or we're stuck with half of the stuff not existing. You're a floating head, so that's where you are. I wonder why it's so damn cold when you're floating. Will you just tear? Close the door, close the door. Hold the door. So damn unsensitive. My god. Can't even turn the controls. Perfect. None. Camera. 1.6 the maximum. Really? Let's see if he'll even turn more than a millisecond. Okay, well, he's a body now. This is as fast as you can turn. Let's see on the mouse. Okay, on the mouse, it's a bit more reasonable to turn, but at the same time, I'm playing on controller. This is not playable. I know it's a demo, but my god. This is... No. This is the turning circle of doom. And I don't mean Doom the game, because at least in Doom the game you can turn. Okay, there's stuff on the floor. So very, 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 very dark. So let's hope that the 15-minute time loop hasn't begun, because my god, we're not even turning any. Okay, well, we got out the first room. You know, trying to explore with 15 minutes. And lag. And the turning circle of not being able to turn certainly makes things difficult. Triangle is inventory. Okay. Got some abilities. There's one stranger's note. There's 9 chapters? There's a map that shows not where we are. Well, no, with the triangles, right? So there's laundry, there's a toilet. It's showing the locked doors already.
Oh! Is there anyone here?
I would like a flashlight. That would be very, very nice. There's a door into a toilet. Alright, what door did he open? Don't see anything. Alright. I guess I did something. Let's just leave that room for now. Okay, there's a hole down there. There's a door behind you, things. You can slowly but surely turn. press space to vault, but I would like flashlight instead. These pictures, I remember some of them. Really? I was doing the Harrison case interrogation. Someone knew my routine well. I don't see shit. Sorry.
These pictures. I remember some of them. That was during the Harrison case interrogation. Someone knew my routine too well.
There's a flashlight. I mean, there's clearly a light on the floor or something. You're not allowed to pick that up. He's making a lot of noise. As you progress through the game, you'll come across some panels that allow you to choose between two doors. Once you make your choice, you must confirm it. The choice will be saved if you save the game. However, if you restart the loop, your choice will be reset and you'll be able to choose a different path. It gives you the opportunity to enter and explore the other room. Notes you've collected in the rooms are preserved between loops. Okay. The control room is locked. I'm guessing the ladder's the way. I'm gonna go explore. I don't know what we were outrunning there. We were certainly testing running. Certainly needs a flashlight. Well, that door's interesting. Oh god, if only I could see whatever's in this room. Oh, now, is it lighting up? No, clicking options. Maybe temporarily lit it up. Display. Make it so that we can actually see something. No. Didn't apply the changes. Oh god, I can actually see. It's a big difference when you can actually see, isn't it? Okay, yeah, no, perfect. Gonna steal all their fusings. Flashlights! As you progress through the game, you'll come across various tools, such as a flashlight. If only you had this earlier and you could have seen. Tools, because you couldn't even see into the room to see the flashlights. Tools are activated, deactivated by hovering over them. You must open the menu and hold the assigned button. Hold the button. Flashlight doesn't require batteries. It'll be your constant companion throughout the game and it will be used alongside your weapon. And now that you can actually see... Maybe we should have changed the fuses or something. Bennett, we've finished installing the keypad lock in the security room entrance. It's a bit glitchy sometimes, don't worry. We'll check everything soon. In the meantime, prepare to enter the same code multiple times if necessary. We'll have to copy the codes with Mike in the dispatch room, so if you forget, you can always call Mike. If anything goes wrong, you have questions, reach out. Writes in Bloods, never go to the basement. Okay. Now, we didn't make a choice, we just chose not to choose. That's a choice in itself, isn't it? Choosing not to choose.
Just what I needed.
Be able to see anything. Okay, so. Unlock the door. Or we can go see whatever these photos were. There was, you know, oh god, they know us too well. Big empty room. Okay, I mean, now that we can see in the room, it's nice. What photos, though? I'm not seeing these photos. Oh, these photos that, I guess, are just slides or something. There's a dinosaur. We don't actually get to interact with them and see them or anything. And let's check out the toilet. Now that we can see. There's a big symbol. There's a door that we can't get in and another But there's nothing in here. There's a big symbol. That's about it. Been interesting. God, there's ambient occlusion. Options. Graphics. No ambient occlusion mentions. No motion blur. I want to turn off ambient occlusion. Okay, so that's how you fast choose that. Got it. Okay, right. Let's make a decision. Drag the battery left or right. The selected door will open and the other will close forever. Okay, so we can go to medical storage or we can go to general store. I mean, general storage seems good. Surely there'll be a gun or something in here, right? Handgun ammo. About a gun itself. When it first opens its eyes and looks at me, I realized that all the suffering and punishment I'd endured had not been in vain. There's something mesmerizing about sight, something alluring in its smell, like an abyss of telephone that draws you in, challenging you to face your fears. I took a small pocket knife that I'd stolen from an orderly weeks ago, cutting a piece of flesh from my leg. I handed it out to the creature, it devoured it greedily, and the next instant the piece was gone. Knowing that stealing food for it would soon become impossible, I began to think to other ways to feed this wondrous being. I knew only the hardships that lay ahead, but I couldn't help myself. It was love at first sight. Maybe you shouldn't be feeding it yourself. Because then it's got a taste for human flesh. And now you've made it go, oh, you're foods. And now it's going to come and eat you. Because you are the source of food that you gave it, and you've trained it on that. It might have never wanted to eat people if you hadn't done that. Ambient occlusion is nasty from the other side. Let's approach this door. Oh look, we leave like shadow trails of him. There's ambient occlusion. It's nasty. We can graffiti ourselves all over it. Okay, so the lift, like every other door, is locked. So the control room must have some sort of way. There's something on the floor back there. This turning circle stuck. Ha! This must be what it's showing. Fortunately, this is something that we can't do on controller. I guess the fuses don't go in this. It needs a card. It needs a key card. Flashlight out. Change the lighting. Stop. This is hard on controller. Stop. Stop. Okay, that's got the light working. Does that open any doors though? Not clear. Maybe we need an item to open that? Right. Find a way to open the right wing door. with the fuse that we took from the other one. One of the few places you can rest without worry is the safe room. Here your bleeding stops. Store unnecessary items in the storage. They'll be accessible from the storage room in any safe room. You can save your progress and start a new chapter using the VCR. However, you'll need videotapes which you'll find as your progress. And start a new chapter. So you have to find the VHS to save, but it then starts a new chapter. I mean, we don't have a gun at the moment. I might as well store it. Someone's working on a wheel or something. Well, in that instance, I'm gonna steal my fuses back. Because now that we got the door open, we don't need the lights on back here. And extra fuses might be useful. Perhaps. So we're just gonna steal them. Don't need a light on somewhere that we're never gonna return to. Okay, he's probably gonna come to life. Locked doors. I mean, everywhere seems to be locked, apart from we can get into life dispatch. I feel like if we go past him, well, everyone's dead at the moment. During the game, you'll come across healing items such as bandages. You can still use them to heal from your inventory. Keep in mind your inventory space is limited. Do not boost health. They temporarily slow down bleeding, delaying health. That's not that good, is this? Find the code, lock code. I heard things flashing. So we'll probably want to pick up everything along the way before everything comes to life. But once we come out of the door, probably everything's going to come to life. Not from the other side. I think it's just ambient glass smashing noises. Okay, we need some sort of chain breaking thing to open that. Honestly, why can't he just move this sliding, you know, medical thing to get around that? Security room lock code 235081. By the way, did you ever catch the thief responsible for the missing medicine from food storage? I know it's not money in my business, but as the administrator, he hasn't said a word. If anything comes by, give me a call. Better yet, drop by 235081.
235081.
And suddenly zombies are alive. If only I had a gun. Okay, well, there's a map on the wall. Okay. Can't get into that. Are we sure there's not a gun in here anywhere? I don't know the proper way to open the map. Security room is over there, 22581. But there's a million zombies between us and that. And that's a problem. Open the door then. Hi.
What the hell is this?
You know, I don't think that killed me until it froze me in the spot. And then it just sort of hit me on the back because I had a bit of a cough. Scripted death. That's a little unfair, isn't it?
I need a doctor.
Now that we can see in this room, maybe we can find a gun. But also, we know the codes. So we don't even need to go to the room that activates all the zombies. We can literally just go without activating all the zombies. Okay, your health is constantly decreasing. You can check the current status by watching the radio meter. Time displays 3 indicators. Time remaining before you die. Okay, the 15 minutes of the time loop. You can turn into a zombie, isn't it? Look at that nasty arm. You say green, orange, and red. The duration stops bleeding. Contract down by the circular indicators on your watch.
Can anyone hear me? I think I need help. Well, this is getting interesting.
The ceiling falling apart. Well, let's choose this one. We chose the other one last time, and maybe this one will have an actual weapon or something. Chef recently visited a patient. Apparently in a hurry. Found it in one of the rooms despite opening a lock on the first floor, so I wouldn't get into the wrong hands. Some random trinkets. Looks crucial to the sheriff's work. 30 left, 10 right, 10 left. Locker on the first floor. Okay. Painkillers, unlike, do not affect your health. They temporarily increase your movement speeds. But it's weird that we just instantly died. We didn't even have health. So, you know... Scripted nonsense death. Now we can't turn around to leave the room even. Because the turning circle is awful. Have they turned it back down again because I died? That would be really awful, wouldn't it? Yeah, but it's the new time loop. You have to change your goddamn sensitivity again so that you can actually turn anywhere. And also we turned all the other settings back to default as well. So that's fantastic. At least it kept it limited on 60, but... that shouldn't be a thing that you changed up all the settings like that, you know? I shouldn't have to do that every single time loop. Right, give me this. Give me the flashlight. Interesting that the note we found the previous loop isn't there anymore. So I guess notes are cross loop.
Guess that means I'll have to face those things again.
Will we have to face those things again? As if I... well... they're different. All the other ones that were there before are not there anymore. There's one, rather than 8 of them. I'll have to face those things again, but the one that already seems like it was there... looks like us. Except I didn't come out this way. I saw the obvious trap and turned around and went the other way. Oh no, why are we dead there?
I think I remember the code to the security room door.
235081. So that we don't need to fight the zombies again that actually don't exist because there's only our dead body where it shouldn't be. And literally all the zombies are gone. So even if I did go in there and get it again, the zombies are all gone. Apart from our own body. Which should really be where I died, over here. Rather than here. You know... that's not me. I didn't come there. I opened the door, saw the obvious trap and went the other way. I think I remember the code. 235081. Except it's hard to enter on controller. It only lets me use the analog stick, but also doesn't let me go down. Is fantastic. Let me use the mouse. Let me use WASD. Stop. Right, let's press E to unlock. WASD. Okay, at least WASD. 2, 3, 5. No. 0, 8, 1. But we need a gun. Sheriff's handgun. Okay.
Sons of bitches.
Now we go back. Smash that open. I wonder if this is still unlocked. It's locked from the other side. Right. We left the shadow of his former self on the door as well. Because there's handgun ammo in here. I want it. And oh look, there's no zombies. What happened to all of the zombies? Such a safe time loop. Yeah, it's exactly the same point in time. And also all the zombies didn't come alive from going in the door again. Definitely the same time loop. Okay, so we can't get in there. So the gun isn't even loaded. So the usual mechanic of shoot when out of ammo to reload. Nope, you can just go click, 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 click with nothing. Never be able to reload. Okay, so we can go into the parking lot where there's probably going to be dogs. They can smack from longer than their arms are. That's good to know. Okay, he distracted me with his fancy dancing. Too smart. Too smart for me, zombie. Okay. Yeah, the carb lads. That's good. You want to do those fancy dance moves again? Yeah, I'm pressing the wrong button. That would be why we're not shooting. Like, if you want to stop and do some fancy dance moves, I don't mind.
I need to contact someone first.
I need to contact someone first. No, I need to kill this zombie first. With 3 bullets remaining. And controller aim. One bullet remains. Make it count. Got him. Okay, it only took all of our ammo. You know, the mouse or the controller sensitivity certainly doesn't help. Certainly doesn't help things. Oh, underground parking keys. Nice. That wasn't dog, because it was just dancing zombies. You know, he did a very distracting dance move. Camera, of course, being very helpful. Our exploration. As you can see. Okay. We need to contact someone first before we leave. That's the problem. Like, I don't need to contact anyone. Taxi? Oh, there's a videotape to save. The only item that allows you to save your progress. You can use them in the VCR room. Saving the video recorded on the tape will become available. Each video gradually reveals parts of the backstory. After saving, you begin a new chapter. Your health will be restored and progress in the new loop will be tracked from the moment of saving. That's good. I don't know how we check our watch for our time. That bit wasn't made clear. Okay, so we can change gun, obviously, with these. Eight minutes. That's fine. So we've got 8 minutes left until the next time loop. So we need to save before the 8 minutes are up. To save our progress. As long as we do that. Okay, underground parking keys. Right, so that has opened up the pathway to the parking. There's a question mark. It's not here. Not here. Is it the same car that we just got the thing out of? There more in here? No. Somewhere this way. This is very hard to tell where this question mark is. Probably the police car. Probably his own car, right? No. Like, inconsistent to figure out where the heck this guy is. Also, you know, it tells us we're all the way over there now, but I'm not. I'm here. I think it is just this. But we got the videotape. Was that all that we were after, the videotape? Not seeing anything else. Seeing anything else. Right, let's put the videotape in. Now, let's store the bandages. Then we'll start a new loop. Save. Saving the game will remove your videotape. Unknown building.
Hell is a place meant for people with the worst reputations, who become its eternal inhabitants, as well as for demons, who are its native residents. My father said that hell is like Earth. In the past, just like our planet, hell was populated by a variety of creatures of different genders and species. However, they failed to adapt to the local climate and perished, leaving their souls to be reborn as demons.
They failed to adapt to the climate, so they're reborn to something that adapted to the climate.
Which prevented demons from developing the growths necessary for reproduction.
And they needed to eat human bones to reproduce.
More sinners began to appear on Earth, and demons learned how to manifest on the surface to
Mr. Smith, Agent Smith.
Into darkness. By then, all living beings except for demons had already vanished. In reality, the climate in hell is nearly identical to that of Earth, which is why demons have similar structures and appearances. Demons are fascinatingly strange, yet
I think he's just making up
creatures
bollocks.
from a human perspective. They are born from growths on the bodies of sages and, after studying the laws and principles of hell, begin...
They're born on growths on sages now.
Their work is divided into numerous categories. Since listing all their roles would take up too much space in this book and too much time for readers, I will refrain from providing a...
Yeah, but you've also contradicted yourself 80 times in the one sentence you said.
For our story, the worker of the main smokehouse.
To originally save unique parts of the video game's backstory will become available. After watching the video, a unique item will drop from the projector, allowing you to progress further. If you missed the video, you can re-watch it by loading your save.
Jesus Christ. God, what are they even talking about?
Nonsense.
Demons?
Bollocks. They were talking utter bollocks. Okay, so closet. No, that's open. Where does this key go? Basement exit, I guess. There were 2 exits with the ladders. I guess any of the 3 ladder exits. Or do I just try them all over again? Also, do the items all respawn? Okay, well, this one's the obvious exit. So we're just going to ignore that. We're going to come over here to this exit. And also, it's a new time loop, so surely I'd get to reopen the door and redo things. Okay, no new supplies. So that's always good. Not from the other side. Well, that prevents us using that one, man. Yeah, let's try this one. Use the key. Yeah, not adept at controller gaming yet, it says. So, you know, not only do we have slow turning circle on the controller, but also you have to use the mouse at times for half of the things. Hi. Not today. I don't want to waste all my ammo on you. Okay, it is interesting that it shows us which doors are open already. I don't need to check the doors, I can just look on the map and go, this is the unlocked door. Will he follow me into here? And every item on the floor is also already shown.
Shit, this place is bigger than I thought.
This looks like RPD. Funny. Are we actually in the Raccoon Police Department? You know, you've sort of copied. But also there's a big statue right there. More handgun ammo. What could go wrong kiting this guy around? You gonna follow me forever? That's not good. Maybe don't interact with that because time doesn't stop. The front door's open. I can just leave. I can just leave. There's also an item over here. Oh. Maybe... Maybe the 800 of your friends outside says maybe I shouldn't leave. Also, I can't turn around quick enough to ever aim at you, you know that. Because of the mouse sensitivity controls being so dumb. Hello. Yeah, one hit to die is kind of stupid. They just sort of wave at you and you're dead. I know I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, but at the same time, one hit kill is dumb. This is different.
It's an awful feeling.
Why did I spawn here? I wouldn't call this the room that we saved in. Hang on. That's the room that we saved in. We got the gun though! And items that we had in storage. Basement key. Will the bullets have respawned? Not from the other side. No. Okay, so it is literally just a save. But 5 minutes? That's actually terrible. The save actually also saves where you were up to in terms of time. It doesn't give you the 15 minutes back. So essentially, you have to speedrun the whole of everything, have enough time, and also do everything from the beginning to escape. But also, you need to find the VHS tape, put it in the VHS machine to get the next item to progress. Okay, if I go around that corner, there's going to be a zombie that will see me. So if I want to not aggro the zombie immediately and explore a bit, I want to go this way. But also at the same time, we don't have time to explore, of course. What horror game would it be without a random chess set? Someone dead on the floor. So we need to find the VHS, put it in the VHS player. We got a floppy disk instead. Okay, we're also on the first floor, and we had a save code from the other thing that was like 30, 20, 10, 30, 10, 20. What do you need to actually open? Not from the other side. And then you also need to not waste all your ammo. And be so fast that, you know, you need to beat the whole game. Stop moving. Well, that went out the window. He ran up the stairs very interestingly. Okay, I'm gonna go outside. What's the worst that could happen? Hi.
Hey! Could you tell me what's going on here?
Okay, so they're not gonna let us out. I thought they weren't killing us, and I thought maybe we found a way to cheese the zombie. And we might have been able to get away with that. He actually spawned in the room he was supposed to spawn into this time. That's a nasty plate. Okay, but there's nothing else for us here. In the door. Bom bom. Right, there's some ammo. Was there even anything in this storage room? There was a floppy disk, which is probably important. Okay. I know it's not made for controllers, but at the same time it does need to sort out its dead zone thing. And it does need to allow controller players. Like, this is an old school horror controller-y game. Let me play on controller. Let me have the sensitivity higher so you can actually turn on controller. Especially if we've got time limit. Oh, can I just headshot him from over here? What is this? This is not even my controller drag. This is just, you have need of... Why can't you shoot? Diazepam nonsense. As if controller wasn't screwed enough. As if controller didn't have enough of a debuff. You also want us to have diazepam to control our sensitivity to be able to actually aim. We're not Solid Snake. We're definitely not Solid Snake. Okay. Is the zombie smart enough to figure out where I am, or did we manage to lose it? I think we actually managed to lose it. I'll take that. Okay. Change floor. So we have no map for the change floor, even though we're up the stairs on a higher floor. So we don't actually know whether any of these doors do open. Up from the other side. I doubt a floppy disk is going to work. Security office. Sensitivity that we can't turn around is fantastic. Need to make sure that he's not in here. Okay. I mean, it's keeping the music up, but as long as I don't let him see me, I think we're fine. Okay, there's zombies in the lifts. There's a access card needed for that one. There's someone screaming in that room. And that door just doesn't open. And eventually we'll be able to turn around and see. There is an item on the right, but we're just going to ignore it and go to the left. There was a zombie in the next room, which is unfortunate. But maybe if we're careful. The one-hit KO is stupid, though. Alright, 103 needs something. Everything else is locked. Handgun ammo, hi. Hi. Didn't even touch me. Yeah, I think there's a few things that might need fixing for the game. Just a couple, but that's what I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for anyone that might have been watching and lurking. Yeah, hopefully they'll improve all of this stuff so it's actually a bit more playable for the main game, because the sensitivity just makes it unplayable. And also the one hit they rub against you is death. Is a little... And, you know, they take 80 bullets, but also if you try to aim with your controller, you have diazepam effect as well, and like, it's just not in a playable state right now. So yeah, I'll catch you all next time. I'll be back on Monday, and I'll see you then. Bye 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 bye.